Hello, everyone. Again, I wanted to get back with you as promised with a video of the functionality that didn't function so well this morning during the presentation, of course. So a very short video explaining to you the two pieces that you did not get to see this morning. So we are in FireCARES once again, and I wanted to be able to show you the two different functionalities that I mentioned. One of those is the service area for the fire department. And again, looking at their service area capability based on NFPA 1710, looking at the criteria for 4, 6, and 8 minute coverage capability. So we turn that layer on and you'll see now in the map, and I'll scroll in just a bit so you can see it better. But if I hover over, you'll see we can even highlight their travel time was 0 to 4 minutes. So these are the areas, and there's another here. There are areas where they can reach within 0 to 4 minutes from these stations, which is relevant again, because that's a performance metric within the standard itself. I can also turn on this 4 to 6 minute. So a little bit lighter shade purple, you'll see the 4 to 6 minute capability. For the second due responding apparatus, that's a big deal. Again, a performance metric in the 1710 standard. And then finally, where they can reach within the 6 to 8 minute capability, which are the outskirts of the jurisdiction here in the final. So you can see their coverage capability. Then if we go below the map, you'll be able to see their structure hazard level distribution by travel time. And so we looked at, I showed you some of the parcel data. So we do know how many high rise, or what we would consider a high hazard versus low hazard, and medium hazards, again, based on NFPA Fire Protection Handbook definition. So these are their low hazards, and you can see the number of parcels that can be reached in that 0 to 4 minute travel time. I can look at that same low parcels for the 4 to 6 and the 6 to 8. So just how many parcels do they have? That's that single family residential type dwelling. Then we can see the same thing for their medium hazard, which is going to get you the strip malls, the 3-story garden apartments. So you can see the parcel count here as well for the 4 to 6 minute, and 6 to 8 minute travel time. So that's one of the functionalities that we didn't get to see this morning that I wanted to show you. So I will now turn that off and turn on their effective response force, because just like it is important to look at travel time and how quickly they can arrive on scene, it is just as important to know how many firefighters are coming. So the effective response force is determined, and again in the 1710 standard, how many firefighters need to gather for a complete intervention at the different hazard levels. And so as we scroll in again, and I hover over, you can see that in this red color that we see paralleling the red color, the high hazard in the parcels that I showed you earlier, you can see that they can gather 38 personnel in 10 minutes. And that is one of the performance metrics in the standard. And so we can see that here. You'll also see some underlying greens here. So you'll see that the tag just changed. So this green underlying here, and I can highlight that for you. That's where they can gather 15 firefighters within 8 minutes. Again, a performance metric in 1710 for low hazard environment. And so if I'll just scroll down in the map, and we could even see, I can highlight there for you the high hazard, but also below the map, you're going to get the charts. So we've got it in two different calculations here. One is going to be, again, that overall parcel count affected. So all the low hazard parcels that can achieve not just the initial engine, which we saw in the travel time in 4 minutes, but an assembly of 15 firefighters within the 8 minutes, which is a first full alarm assignment in low hazard, that they have that for that number of parcels. We can also see it in a percentage calculation, right? So the percentage of parcels that are covered, addresses that are covered. I can see the same thing in the medium, and you'll see the map is changing to reflect. So the parcel count versus their overall percentage. So very low, can they gather these 27 firefighters in 8 minutes? And then we see the same in the high hazard environment, how many parcels they can actually perform that amount of effective response force gathering. Same thing on the percentage. They've got close to 50% coverage in their high hazard and gathering 38 firefighters. Boston deploys pretty well in that high hazard arena. So those are the two pieces that you didn't get to see this morning. I do apologize for internet lack capability there, whatever was going on this morning. And again, if anyone wants to have information or be able to get in FireCARES, look around, look at your department, have a full demo, there's much, much more to see in our data tools. So I'd love to share that with you. Thank you again for your time, and I hope that this was helpful.